podcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everyone. This is season 8, episode 20. Episode number, what is it? I don't have it open. 335.
Yeah.
Woo! How's it going?
Indeed. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I have a little bit of a throat thing going on. I'm like on and off with it. Just traveling, and we ended up leaving on Saturday night. We left at 7. We got there around midnight or 11:30. I got to bed at like 12:15. Not because there was a lot to do. My family fell asleep by midnight. I was reading a book and I really wanted to finish the chapter. It was quite a good book.
Hey, respect.
Nice.
But then we got up at 5 the next morning to leave. So yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, hopefully you weren't driving the first leg.
No, Jay wasn't. He went to bed. We got in at 11:30. He was like passed out by like 11:50. So yeah. Me, on the other hand, I'm an unwinder. Plus, again, I've been reading the Thursday Murder Club series. It is. So here's the premise. It's a group of retirees. They're in a retirement community in Great Britain. So they're called pensioners. And they one's a retired nurse, the other's a retired psychiatrist, the other's a retired labor union leader. Like he was in the book canon like a famous labor leader that, like, you know, kind of like a Bernie Sanders, but like a Teamster kind of thing. And then the other one is a retired is it MI6? MI6 is their secret service?
Yes.
She's a retired MI6 agent. And they meet every Thursday morning. They rented like a little room in their like community center, and they discuss murder cases, like cold cases and whatnot. And in the first book, there's a murder that happens within the community, and it's very clearly a murder. And they make friends with the cops and try to solve it on their own. And it's actually quite charming. I definitely recommend it.
I'm so sold. Every word you said, I was like, check.
Uh-huh.
I do need to add some things to my Secret Santa wish list. So this might be it. Maybe I found the thing. This sounds great.
So last year for Secret Santa, Jamie got me. That was one of the ones that I think it was Jamie or Connie. I think it was Jamie got me the first one because I put it on my list, and I didn't end up. I wanted to read it. It was sitting on the nightstand all year, and then finally I was like, well, let me just get it from Libby and read it on the Kindle. And if I like it, I'm gonna get all the hard copies and keep it. And if I don't like it, then I'll give it to the free little library. Well, I guess I loved it. I will say that there's some themes there where they deal with things that older people have to go through, like people in their community that are suffering from dementia, or they're always talking about like their backs hurting. It's really fun, and they're really fun characters. And they use their sweet, like, little old lady and little old menness to, like, get close to these investigations where you'd be like, this is so fucking absurd.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the BBC to make a series out of this.
They're making a movie.
To then sell it to PBS.
They're making a movie, and I believe Helen Mirren is I don't think it's casted yet, but I was looking at wish lists on the internet, and Helen Mirren is the wish list for the lead of the... There's 4 leads. One of them, the retired Secret Service agent, Helen Mirren. She would be perfect for that role.
Nice. Maggie Smith has got to be on that list, I'm sure.
Maggie Smith I think she's a little too old because they're in their 70s.
Oh, okay.
But I was gonna say I would put Maggie Smith for the one of the characters, Joyce, but I think she's a little aged out of it. But like Joyce she's like this, like her husband died like 20 years ago. So she's a widow, and she's like, she thinks like everybody that comes through is hot. And she starts an Instagram account, and she like the whole setup. It's so funny. She's like, I was trying to think of what it was. So I tried like Joyce 1944 for my age, for my name and my birth year, and that was taken. Then I tried like Joyce 123, and that was taken. So finally I thought, well, there was this really cute mailman who used to call, or whatever, who used to call me Big Joy. And I didn't realize at the time that he wanted to get in my pants. And I would have let him, but I didn't realize it till years later. Like, this is a whole stream of consciousness, because it's told partially through narration and then partially through Joyce's diary entries. And this is one of her diary entries. And she goes, so finally I settled. I decided to go with Big Joy, and I went with my daughter's birth year, which is 1969. So I'm Big Joy 69. So in between like these murders and this serious plot, she goes like back to the diary entries, and it'll be like throwaway lines like, I can't figure out how to access my message, but Big Joy 69 now has like hundreds of private messages. It's a really and that's not even spoilery, but like it's a fun series. I've read the first two. I will say though that the first one had parts towards the end that did make me cry. The second one did not make me cry. And then I hear the fourth one is from people in a Instagram group chat that I'm in. They all said the fourth one made them like bawl. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm like, oh my God, please don't like kill off one of the main characters. They're all in their 70s.
They got some life to live.
I would like to come.
Anyway,
Nice.
No, I super recommend. Hopefully by next week I'll have the last two read. But yeah, very, very fun if you're into murder mysteries and cute old people.
Yeah, I'm into it. That was a good elevator pitch.
Yeah, thanks. It was a long elevator pitch, but I'm happy to do my part.
We went to the top floor of the building. It's fine. It's a tall building.
Joy,
it's fine.
With Big Joy 69.
Reminds me of Farm Guy 69.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow, that's a throwback. Holy shit.
I was like, who else do I know that has 69 in their handle?
Didn't we have Anonymous 69 that used to write in?
That rings some bells.
Oh, Amanda, just FYI, Farm Guy 69 was a Survivor player.
Yeah, I figured. If I didn't get the reference, I was like, oh yeah.
I think it might have been it might have been for his birth year, but I'm not sure, actually.
Or his graduation year? Well, no, that could have been his birth. Well,
I don't know.
Was he that young?
I think he was one. I think he's one of the. Well, yes, he's still alive, but his daughter was like 22, 23 when she played, right? So I think he's just one of those people that looks old but is young.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so Thursday Murder Club, recommend the end. You can get it on the Libby app if you have a Kindle, or you can get it from Amazon. It's fun. It's a fun series. Let's see what. Oh, how was Thanksgiving in general, guys?
It was good.
It was
we went to
delightful.
Minnesota.
Excellent.
I bet.
It was good. We did a Harry Potter themed escape room, which they couldn't actually like say Harry Potter because of a cease and desist they got.
No.
Because really, when you have more money than God,
seriously,
I think you get all that money.
It was really fun though, and then we went to there's a great art museum. I mean, there's several great museums in the Twin Cities, but we went to the MIA.
Ooh.
I always forget if it's the Minnesota or the Minneapolis Institute of Arts. But whichever. What else did we do? Oh my God, we went to this restaurant that was like had like a tasting menu. It's like a prefix tasting menu with like 14 courses.
Ooh.
And so they were, each course was very small.
Right.
So, because otherwise. But that was really fun. It was really good. And
what was the cuisine?
I think it was described as like New American.
Mm.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome.
And we had Thanksgiving, and yeah.
I had a chocolate cream. It was like a chocolate cream pie. It was very good.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, my
And
family.
I don't
does
even like
that. That's
chocolate.
that's like our thing.
It was good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Sounds good.
How was the Tennessee, Amanda?
It was good. I think we really timed the travel well. Shandy, I don't know if you saw this with the airports, but like it really wasn't that bad.
I was so nervous because
Yeah.
we had a flight on Wednesday evening, but like not too late. And so I was worried that there would be a bunch of traffic on the road, like driving to Raleigh. And I was worried there would be a bunch of people at the airport. And I was worried that something would happen with the plane or like with the weather or whatever. And all of the because we came back on Sunday evening. So like, the next, busiest travel day. And none of that came to be. Like no delays, no one on the road. Airport was totally normal. Actually, like, so when we got to the airport at Raleigh, we like dropped off our bag and we're going to, go through the very short TSA pre-check line. We passed a guy with like a camera crew, and it was like very, clear that he was doing like a, Thanksgiving departures, like
reporting on the ground.
Yeah,
local news at 5.
Crowds. It was super not like hectic at all, so it was great.
Yeah, same.
Excellent.
It was really. I mean, we left very early. We left on Monday morning at like the literal butt crack of the morning. It was our flight was at like 8:45 in the morning, so we got up
God,
an ungodly hour. But it was like not bad at all. It was like the easiest flight we've ever had.
Right.
Like traveling
really?
with a toddler. Like we left when we were supposed to. Like we landed when we were supposed to. Everything, it was great. The hardest thing was we had to take Biscuit, the dog-sized stuffed dog, with us to Nashville. So that was really the hardest part, like figuring out how we were going to get this giant stuffed animal into a suitcase without traumatizing our daughter when she was like, "What are you doing to Biscuit?"
I made the mistake that one year of letting Alex take a Lovey on the plane, and it was a little Stay Puffed, and they had to take it away from him at security to put it under the little belt to get x-rayed. And he flipped out.
Yeah.
And even the people at TSA were like, it's okay. Your little puffy man, he called him something different. Marshmallow puffy man. He'll be out in just a second. Like, you can tell this guy was like, oh God, please stop screaming.
Yeah. Biscuit went through security in a suitcase, and then as we were like getting on the plane, so like we down the like jet bridge, and then like I sort of distracted her, and like Daniel reached in, pulled the dog out, and then we sort of just switcheroo with like the carrier and like Biscuit, and she turned around, she's like, Biscuit is here.
Oh my God,
that is great.
I was gonna say, I thought I remembered seeing an Instagram story with her carrying that on the plane. So
yeah. Then it's like once Biscuit came out of the bag, then it was like, okay, Biscuit is your responsibility. You have to carry Biscuit. I'm not carrying it. But then it's like doing it in reverse, like getting it back.
Yeah,
it's like
watch your own Biscuit.
Right. Like she knew that Biscuit was coming home with us. So it's like we had to like sort of sneak Biscuit back into the suitcase. And she, before we left, she'd be like, I want Biscuit. Let's go find Biscuit. Where's Biscuit? And we'd be like, Biscuit is sleeping. Biscuit is... I don't know where Biscuit is. Biscuit's already in the car taking a nap.
Biscuit's someplace warm and cozy.
Right.
Oh. I'm glad it went well. It took us 12 hours to drive up. We left at 5 in-the-morning, and we got to my parents' house at 5 at night. It was horrific. It was awful.
All of it. It was
hellish and
horrific. All those, it was all those words.
Yes, it was. It was.
How many of those hours was it getting through New York City traffic?
Like 4.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, that seems right.
So once we got to, we always take Google Maps, because Jay's always been like, Google Maps is better than Waze. Waze will take you down the side streets just to save you, a minute. And it's always like racket. For some reason, he wanted to do Waze this time. So we took Waze, and it just womp, 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 because Google Maps was telling us the correct, because what it does is it
Oh, no.
anticipates the worst possible scenarios for what you will have, whereas Waze gives you what is it right now, and it so Google, you can always get better. Waze, you're
Yeah.
always guaranteed to get worse.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So we took a lot of side roads up. Then once we got to New York, it wanted us to take the southern route in. So we came in, you know, over the Verrazano and went through Staten Island and Brooklyn. And then all of a sudden it's taking us to the Rockaways. So we drove down all the way through the Rockaways, through Far Rockaway, to Atlantic Beach, to Long Beach, up through Ocean Park, Robert Moses Causeway. When we passed Gilgo Beach, I was like, Jay, that's where the murders were. The bodies were somewhere here. He's like, it is quite desolate. And I was like, yes, it is. Up Ocean Parkway to then Sunrise Highway, which we took all the way back. It took forever because school let out. School in East Rockaway let out at 3:00 right as we were going through, and it took 2 hours. It was an hour to get through that. It was awful, but it was scenic. We saw the waves at Jones Beach, like the waves were crashing. I was able to show everybody. I was like, Mommy saw a lot of concerts here growing up, including all of the WBLI summer jams.
Oh my God, right.
So, but yeah, but I did tell them, I was like, see that beach? That's where Amanda goes to go swimming.
It's a good beach. The Rockaways is a great beach. I wouldn't want to be driving around there though.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, I always knew that Atlantic Beach was where like the money was, but it wasn't until I was driving through it where I was like, oh shit, this is where the money is. Like these houses are nice.
That's not like the Gold Coast of Long Island, right? No, I
don't know what the Gold Coast would be considered.
I think because the Gold Coast is like actually like Long Island Sound. It's not the ocean side.
Okay.
Right?
So then what would that be, like Montauk? Hamptons?
No, but I think it's closer.
Okay. Oh, like Oyster Bay.
I think so. Right? Is that what's considered Gold Coast? I don't know. I'm taking as far afield here. It doesn't matter.
Well, let's just look it up. Gold Coast. Oh, it's Huntington.
Huntington.
Mm. Oh, where the castle is, where Ohika Castle is, that area.
Right.
North Shore. Yeah. It's the Sound side. You are correct. Huntington, Lloyd Harbor, Cove Neck, Northport. Yeah, looks like Laurel Hollow. Oyster Bay is probably part of it. Anyway, yeah, good times. Right. But yeah, that's the Gold Coast. Lots of mansions. Anyway, yeah. So I'm glad everybody's was smooth. At least I had my book.
Can you read while you're in a car?
Yeah, well, it was on the Kindle, so it was fine. It was like reading my phone, but bigger.
See, I have to like look up because I still get nauseous even on the phone. It's like very short amounts of time. I'm just like, nope, can't do it. Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I'm always amazed at people that can read in a car. I just think it's a superpower.
I've always been able to, and Zach's been doing it now too. So
certainly a more constructive way to pass the time.
Yes, it is. But anyway, good times. Jesus, I've lost my train of thought. I'm very tired. What am I missing? Okay, announcements. Oh. Okay, announcements. Oh shit, I meant to start this show with welcome to the D, because it'll be December 1st.
Yeah.
But I forgot. So pretend I just said that now. I mean, I did just say that now. Pretend I said that 15 minutes
I mean, through the magic of editing, you could just do a new open and put it up.
Yeah. You could just slip it in.
This could all just be a fantastic blooper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. Welcome to the D.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. It's just getting started.
The tip of the D.
The tip of the D. Jeez. How is this year almost over? I don't understand.
I know.
Yeah. It's really, insane. It's August 4th and then it's December 31st. And you're like, what happened?
Right?
Every
God.
year time condenses, and it catches me off guard every single year. It's this weird anomaly of time.
I understand. Have you started Christmas decorations yet?
No, because I haven't even had time to get the goddamn buckets down out of the closet.
All right, fair enough. We did a Christmas tree. We did the first two Christmas trees out of our 3. We went and picked out the 2 real ones yesterday. The third one, which is Alex's little baby one, the little thing it comes in with the water has a leak in it.
No.
Which, thank God. So Jay thought that it was like, when we were going to bring it in yesterday, he was like, this doesn't look right. I want to leave it out overnight and with water in it and see if it leaks. And he was right. Like, we left it out at like 7:30, and by like 9 o'clock, there were like, water like spreading out. So I had to order, and it'll be good because we can use it like in the future. But I had to order like a little itty bitty mini Christmas tree, like bucket thing. So we're gonna have to like, yeah. But anyway, it should be there. And then I did my normal deck lights, which this year I decided to switch to something I've always wanted to switch to, so it started with just white on the deck. Then it was white and I added red to do candy cane themed.
Oh, fun.
Then I decided I wanted to do green for red, white, and green. So this year, Target had a sale of red, white, and green strands of lights. I think it was like for $3 or something. It was big, super cheap. So I bought 13 boxes. I was like, I can always return it, whatever. I put them out and realized they're not LED, and it's the warm lights, and all the other lights outside are LED, and it looks terrible.
Oh, so they don't match. Yeah,
they don't match. So we took those back. Jay had luckily found 3 LED lights left. 4 strands of the LED versions of them left. Still thankfully on sale. I think they were like $5, but whatever. So I put those on, and we look in the dark, and it still does not match. It just doesn't look good. So then it's like, okay, well, let me get the strands of white. Let me see if there's like white on the back that'll like bring off the color. So I do that, and it looks better. Then I decide, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to get colorful lights and put colorful lights on the deck. So I was out there 4 different days for like 2 hours each time. It was a huge waste of time.
Stringing the lights and unstringing and restringing.
Yes, that is exactly correct. Yeah. So now it is set. Zach took some of the, oh my God, Zachary's room is ridiculous. I have to send you a picture. He took, I think he took
all 13 of the other boxes.
No, because I didn't open all 13, but he took 3 of the strands that I had opened. And I think there was 1 open, and then he took 2 more. And his room looks like a fucking cityscape lit up. You can land a plane in his room. It is trailer trash to the beautiful, beautiful, glorious Christmas lights. And so he took those. And then we used some on the front door. So I think out of the 13, I think only 7 are going back. So we did put some of them to use, and I'm going to put one of the strands behind me because they really do look quite nice with the warm lights inside. They just don't look right outside.
Nice.
Yeah. So now I've got colorful lights on the deck and white lights. I still did the combo because I did test it out without it. I have problems. Anyway, everything's great. I'm very excited for my lights. Cool. But okay, real quick announcements for what's coming up. The week of December 12th, we are going to be talking about Christmas movies, which I have not watched any. I realized today, and I need to get on that.
I started.
I did one yesterday.
Nice.
What'd you guys do? Let me write these down so I can. What'd you do?
I did the Hannah Waddington Christmas special.
Yeah, definitely gonna watch that.
It is an utter delight.
Okay,
I hear it's wonderful.
Yeah. I'll definitely watch that. I rewatched Spirited. That was our Thanksgiving movie. I would have still preferred Home Alone, but that's okay.
We haven't watched Home Alone.
I was outnumbered. Yet. And then I actually rewatched. Do you remember that Norwegian series? Home for Christmas.
I haven't finished it.
I would recommend going back. We talked about it, and then we started it at my brother's. We watched like the first 2 episodes, and then I ended up just finishing the whole thing afterwards. Like on the flight back and stuff, I like downloaded a bunch of episodes, and I mean it's 2 seasons with 6 30-minute episodes each. So
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
That's awesome.
So I've started, but I haven't yet seen anything new.
That's fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's fine.
so speaking of all this, did you guys take advantage? Peacock had $20 for the whole year.
Oh wow.
No,
It was
I
a
did
Black
not
Friday
see
thing,
that.
so it might still be going on because most of the deals ended yesterday or today. So I took advantage of that, and then Hulu currently has Hulu $99 a month for a year for 12 months. Or you can add Disney Plus and bundle it for $2.99 for the whole year. So it's definitely, and that ends today, the 28th. So you
Wait,
guys,
how much is this?
99 cents a month for just
Oh,
Hulu,
99
$2.99.
cents?
99 cents. I canceled our old one and I signed up
Wow.
with a different email and it all went through and it's working. And yeah, I
See,
definitely
we just bundled though, so like.
I know I did the Disney thing with the Amex, so I ended up just doing Hulu, but you can't beat $1 a month.
I know.
For 12
right?
months, you say?
Yeah.
Because we just got rid of it, but I think because it was, stupid expensive
Yeah.
when you add everything up. But I guess
Yeah.
$12 for a year is not.
It's not bad.
It's not going to break the bank.
Yeah, no, yeah, check that out. And if for some reason it doesn't let you because you haven't been not long enough, just use a different email.
Yeah.
Use the broadcast email if you need to. I don't care. Anyway. Okay, so December 12th, that Christmas movies that week, and then our last show of 2023 will be over Zoom. We invite you all to attend. It is December 19th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay. Oh, I picked a Europe trip and booked it yesterday.
Oh,
do
do tell.
We
Jinx.
are going to Venice.
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't even
so
know if that was one of the ones you even mentioned before.
I didn't think that Christy could do it, so it wasn't really one that I could mention. But we saw Kolke over the weekend, and I mentioned to him that
right.
we were looking at Milan, and he was just like, "Oh no, honey, no." So I was like, "Why not?" He was like, "It's so industrial, and it's just so new. Like if you're gonna go to Italy for the first time, you need to go like a city that has history." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right." So then I did some research and I asked my sister again. I was like, what works for you? And she said that Venice was on the list that she could do. And I was like, well, you know what? She's like, but it might be really cold. And I was like, it's going to be hella cold, but that's okay. Because I did the riverboat tour in the middle of winter in Chicago. So I can do cold.
And at least
I
it won't
hate
be
it, but I can
stinky.
do it.
The canals
Yeah,
won't
there
be
you go.
stinky because it'll be cold.
There you go. So I'm very excited. So 3 days in Venice, then we're going to take the train. It's a 9-hour train ride, but I'm very excited for it. Train from Venice to Nuremberg, and then we'll fly back to Nuremberg through London. We have a 24-hour layover in London, and then we'll get home the evening of February 3rd. So I am super stoked. The
Awesome.
end.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Thank
great.
you. That's it too.
That sounds cool.
So what I had today was an Ask Reddit, and it was, what's a fact that you only recently learned but should have known for ages?
Ooh, I like this.
That's I was like, ooh, what do I not know? And it starts off with kind of duh things, but yeah, I guess this fits. Like the filter in the dishwasher should be cleaned out monthly, not my original schedule, which was never.
Yeah, ditto. I think I just learned that one right now.
Yeah,
So we
there
have
you go.
to.
Where
Ours
even is
really
the filter?
grody if you don't clean out the filter. Our dishwasher starts growing things. We have to clean it out very,
Where is
very
the
religiously.
filter?
It's at the bottom.
Inside at the bottom.
Yeah, it's the little thingy that you twist and it comes off, and it's a little mesh, and yeah,
It looks
probably
it looks
blowing
like the
my
thing
mind right now.
Yeah, it's like the thing you pull out of the laundry, the dryer, but it's in the thing, but it's circular, yeah.
Huh.
All right. Puffer fish fill up with water to inflate, not air. I thought that. Oh, I don't know where I thought the fish got the air.
I was going to say, yeah, that would make sense.
This one's so interesting to me. Human skin doesn't have the ability to sense water.
What?
I think I've heard that before.
I don't even understand what that means.
We can only tell that something is wet because of temperature or pressure, but we don't have the proper receptors for water itself. That's why sensory deprivation tanks with room temperature or barely warm water work so well, and why you can't tell if clothing left out to dry is damp or just cold.
Huh. Hold on while I pick my brain up off the floor. Get it back in there. Get it back in there. It's melting out my ears.
So there's a lot of people. There's 324 comments on this post. This particular one had that many replies. And people are telling him it's bullshit. And he has 3 different edits proving that he's correct.
I swear to God, I've heard this before. I mean, not that proves it right, but.
Right.
Oh yeah, yes. Quick disclaimer here. I'm getting this from the internet. So other than I know the dishwasher filter thing is true, but
news to me.
Yeah.
Everything else. Yeah. The next one is octopuses predate dinosaurs.
Wow.
I mean, I knew that they.
I want that to be true.
I mean, it certainly makes sense because I feel like there's
because they're in the ocean,
right? And just like there's not much structure to them. They're just
right. Plus, we know there was a lot of ocean life that predates things, right?
Yeah, and they look fairly prehistoric and
and weird and very smart.
This next one is there are people who do not have an internal monologue. I was like, what the fuck? Seriously, who doesn't have I mean, I've heard this actually. I was recently listening to a podcast that talked about how the guy talked about how he didn't have an internal monologue and he had said something to his father and his father didn't get what he was talking about. And that's how he learned like that he was different. So yeah, I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you heard that, Shandy, as well?
Yeah, like sort of recently. It's not like something that I've always been aware of, but yeah, it's one of those things that's like, wait, what?
Was it on the Daily then? Is that where we both listened to it, or?
I haven't been listening to the Daily for a while, so.
I haven't either, actually. I'm pretty far behind on it. Okay. I don't know then, but I had heard that.
Mm-hmm. This is brand new information. I'm still trying to understand it.
And it's sort of, I don't know if this is a thing, but like for example, when you read silently in your head, if you will, like, do you actually hear all of the words as you're reading them or not? Because I do, and I always assumed that everyone does, and I feel like that's also part of why I'm not a super fast reader.
Yes, I also picture the whole world. Like I see everything. It's like a mind movie.
Nice.
Which is also probably why I'm a slow reader, because my brain's doing a lot of work. That's also probably why I get really tired when I read.
Then I think you're really gonna like the Thursday Murder Club because there's not a whole lot of exposition in it.
Oh my god, the movie is already happening, and I haven't even read the book.
This next one is I love this for my little math brain. It is percentages are always reversible. For example, 32% of 78 is the same as 78% of 32, which I did the math to confirm this, and it is. They are both 24.96.
How is this possible?
Yes.
But you know what? My brain works that way because I think of reversible things like that. And I was telling Alex yesterday because he was asking me, he was like, what's 12 plus 12? Oh, 24. What's 24 plus 24? 48. What's 48 plus 48? Blah, 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 blah. And we went so on and so on until we got up to where it repeats again. And he was like, how are you getting this so fast? I was like, well, it's a pattern. It repeats itself over and over again. So I love that fact. That's my new favorite fact that I've ever heard. Percentages are reversible. And this one, I think everybody knows, but apparently Giuseppe J03 did not. Babies aren't supposed to drink water.
That's the fact?
Yes, babies aren't supposed to drink water.
I did not know that. I would say maybe people who have not had babies might not know that.
Okay, fair enough.
That's true. I didn't know that until I had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that I thought that they could have water. It's that I had never pondered the question.
Right. It's not like a thing you that keeps you up at night that you're thinking about.
That's fair.
It makes sense because historically they just drink breast milk.
Yeah.
And non-historically, they either drink breast milk or formula. So either way.
Something that their system can't process the water until they're about a year old.
That's so weird because that is like essential for life. But I'm sure they're getting it from the
right.
Yeah, they're getting it. It's, I mean, breast
the...
milk is part water and formula
Exactly.
is made. Yeah.
Yeah.
This next one is a life hack. If you write on a dry erase board with a permanent marker, you can remove it by writing over it with a dry erase marker and then erasing it.
Oh, that's a really good teacher hack to know.
Oh, that is a really good teacher hack.
Let's see. It's not illegal to have the light on in the back seat while your dad is driving the car.
Sounds like somebody has like a personal connection to that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, there was shit. There was another one I pulled aside within the last week or so, and it was things your parents told you that you grew up and learned were bullshit, and that was one of them.
That's really fun.
We'll do that one next week or within the next few weeks.
Yay.
Okay, let's see. We'll finish this up with Reno, Nevada is further west than Los Angeles, California.
Oh, that's a mind fuck. But I could see just because California is all like curved.
I think I've heard that before as well, to be honest. I'm
heard that.
pulling up a map currently as we speak. Let's see.
Oh my god, yeah, it is. It totally is.
No, I have to look.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow. It's just barely, but there it is.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Cool.
Crazy.
Okay. We all just learned something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. You learned something new.
Geography.
Geography is wild.
Geography. Okay, so that's that. If there's a ton more, we can do it. If we have good feedback about this, we can do more in the future. Fun.
Yeah, please write us feedback because I want to do more.
Yeah, write us some feedback. Thebroadcasters3@gmail.com or give us a call 331-276-2373. Give us some or leave it in the Facebook group. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will do the feedback. All right, we're back and we're ready to get into some feedback. I have hot tea. Shandy got ice cream. She went the total opposite way as I did.
I'm the only asshole that just got water, but it does have a lemon in it, so it does
fancy water.
It does feel a little fancy, only because we have like a sea of like getting very hard lemons in the fridge.
That's smart. That's
so I'm like, I gotta start using these. I can't. I can't send these many lemons to the compost bag.
The lemon graveyard.
Yeah, it's just like a lemon graveyard. It's like hospice care for lemons in our CRISPR right now.
Okay. Feedback. Here we go. Start with the feedback. Matt says, Matt gave us a little screen cap of is this a tweet or something? Anyway, it says an X. My wife just gave me the wrong definition of mansplaining. We've been staring at each other for the last hour, and I'm terrified to say anything. And don't.
Just let it. Who cares?
And that's actually all the feedback we had, and that would be my fault because I posted. I totally forgot that I hadn't uploaded the Thanksgiving show, and I did it tonight right before we started recording. So I am sorry. That is totally on me. I can't believe I totally just forgot. So
it's glad to be here. It was live.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
teach you all to make a point to be here next time.
There you go. But anyway, so I guess we'll just move into the That's What She Said.
We're at the end of Jason's D.
Oh, we're just starting.
We're just at the beginning.
Just the tip. Or just the tip of the D.
Yep. I don't think I'm going to get this out before Thursday, but maybe I'll try.
Cut womp womp womp. Spoiler alert, I did it. I forgot all about it.
Well, That's why you said maybe. You prefaced it.
Yeah.
If you came, I hope you told me what you were thankful for.
You get 3 packages in one day.
I took a poll.
If they're gonna make one, they're gonna get on it.
Amanda, you got this one.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I suppose it didn't come up.
I'll make Jay do it and show me how to reconnect it.
Yeah, speaking of womp womp.
I think that does it for us tonight.
Cheers. Oh, speaking of, so my fucking car. I think I told you guys how the CarPlay microphone doesn't work anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, all of a sudden the doors stopped working. Like the
well,
no.
that's kind of more important. You do sort of need those.
Yes. So yesterday, as I pulled away from the school dropping the kids off, it kept saying key detected in vehicle. And I was like, yes, the key is in the vehicle because I'm fucking driving it.
Right.
And I didn't really think anything of it. Came home, didn't drive again until I went to go pick them up. And I noticed that the door wasn't like the you hit the button, the door opens automatically. It wasn't working. And once in a while that happens. You have to turn the car off, start it again, it reboots, whatever, and then it works just fine. Well, that was not working at all. It's still not working today. I still want to try to take the battery out, but I don't know how to do that. And I'm afraid that I will break something, even if I figure out how to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm going to have to pay the $200 to do the diagnostics. And I'm sure they're going to tell me that I need to like replace the whole system for 10 grand or something fucked up like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to cry. So that's it. That's my story. I'm very upset.
I'm sorry.
I it'll be a cheap fix.
Yeah.
Is it ever a cheap fix?
No.
It's never a cheap fix. So I was super upset last night. Like we kind of came to the conclusion that it needed to be taken in as we were going to the Christmas tree farm. And I admit I was down and I had a hard time like being pepped up because I was real bummed out. I was like, fuck. Like, why?
Because it's like cars are not a fun thing to spend your money on. It's always more money than you want to spend. It's always at an inconvenient time where like that money would be better used someplace else. But it's like your car and you need your car. So like you have to.
Right.
You have to
and
do it.
I kind of need the doors to open.
Right.
Close.
Right. It's like, kind of borderline essential or whatever.
Right. Because as of right now, you have to like apply manpower to get the doors open because there's resistance because they're not meant to be manually opened.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
So Alex can't open them at all. Zachary is okay with closing it because it's easier to slide it closed than like it's not as much resistance to close it, but like he has trouble with opening. He does it, but like it takes a minute. So I'm like, God damn it, you're gonna break it at some point. So, it's just a pain in the ass. I have a theory that all car companies build things the way Apple built their iPhones, where like the batteries die after 2 years, and that's my personal theory. I think it's all bullshit. I'm pretty pissed. I'm not pissed. I'm pretty upset. I'm like, why does everything have to break right before Christmas? Last year it was our fucking water heater. This year it's the car. Like, come on. And the funny thing is,
adulting sucks. I want to go back.
Sucks. So we got the brakes replaced in March on Jay's birthday. And then remember we had to get them replaced a second time under warranty but it wasn't under warranty. That's when I had to buy the warranty on Zachary's birthday weekend. So Jay's dad, Jerry, was here both times. He was the person that had to like take the extra car and drop me off. So now he's coming on Thursday. So I'm
my God.
Guess what? We're going to your favorite place in Raleigh. The car place.
It's just so funny. I'm like, I think Jerry might be the jinx. Third time he's come out here in a row, and the third time I've had to take the car to the shop when he's here.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Such a bummer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know. Zach was so sweet because he was just like, "Can I help pay for the door?"
Oh
I
gosh.
was like, "You didn't break it." Like, and Jay, because Jay was like, "Why did you break it? You're not telling us something." I don't think he did. I
Just
think it
being
just
sweet.
happened. Something
Yeah.
short circuited. Something. I mean, they're all. It's all that stuff's run by computers and whatnot. So
Yeah.
that's why I think I really want to try to take the battery out and reset the system. That's what Reddit told me. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you could find a YouTube video that
I am
shows you
sure
how
I
to
could.
do it. Just watch a couple YouTube videos, ask Reddit. You've got this. You've got the tools you need.
But do I have the skills?
Yeah, no, I actually really don't think you should do this,
So
but
we'll see.
watch a few videos and see. Maybe it is easier. Like, I'm also coming from somewhere that, like, I know how to turn the car on and off, and that's about all I know how to do.
I know how to put the new oil in because
Yeah,
the
kidding,
Rav has an oil leak and it has to have oil added to it every 6 months. So I do know how to do that. But you know what? Maybe because Jerry's here on Thursday, maybe I'll push the appointment back from Thursday to Friday, and I'll ask him to take the battery out to do the battery thing.
There you go.
He's very handy with things like that.
There you go.
There we go.
You got a good plan here.
I think I do too. I just
Mm.
have to get through 3 days now, two full days of not breaking the door, trying to force it open.
Start rolling down the front windows. Just hop in, kids.
Yeah, rolling. What?
It's like, come on, I put the car in park. It's not that hard. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Climb right in.
Climb right
Alex, you're little. You can get over the
in.
seat.
Here, we'll give you a step stool. Here.
Yeah, anyway. Positive thoughts. Okay. We also got a But It's Classified Documents in the Bathroom from Kate. It's nice to have a familiar yet new face give us some emails. Give us some feedback. Jesus,
Indeed.
Colleen.
Indeed. I can read it, so Shandy, you can enjoy your treat. So Kate says some random feedback. Hello, broads. Ever since my last feedback was read on the pod, I've been a bit starstruck. Oh. But needless to say, time marches on, and I am always looking forward to your next episode. Oh,
Well, thank you.
thank you. I just listened to the one where in Andy's update he said something about his new coworker, like, at least she hasn't fallen on her face. Well, it just so happened the day before I quite literally just tripped walking along and slammed my poor body into the ground.
Oh no.
I was okay, just very scraped up, and fortunately at a conference for nurses. So I hobbled back to the convention center, and a coworker helped me clean up and bandage myself.
No.
Oh no! But I really want to write in about what I really want to write in about is a thing I love to do going into a new year. I love to pick an animal theme for each year, and I'm currently pondering my next. I am finishing up my year of the frog, and it's been a very foggy, or was that meant to be a froggy year?
I don't know, but I like both ways.
I know. It's been a very foggy or froggy year. Is this the kind of thing you find fun to think about? If so, what animals might be good for 2024 for you? Oh my goodness. You've broken my brain. We'll come back to this.
I love this question.
I know, me too. As always, thank you for always being a wonderful listen and in line with Thanksgiving coming up. I am so grateful for you, Kate. Oh man, I am thankful for you, and I'm thankful for this email. What a delight.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. What a delight.
What a delight.
And to answer Kate's question of, is this something that is like that we like to think about and that's fun for us? I think starting right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know this before, but I love it.
Right? I want to know everything about this. What does this mean?
Animal. Yeah.
Like what does the theme mean? Like,
I have one. What you want? Maybe it's like your intention for the year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Like how you're gonna approach a year.
Like
I propose 2024 to be the year of the cat. Because I love cats, as we all do here.
Uh-huh.
But also because cats, like, they get to just, like, do whatever they kind of want. Like, if they don't like something, they will let you know. If they don't really want to do anything. They'll just lay around and take a nap. But when they do want to do something, they got a lot of energy, and they'll just go for it and bite you if they're not happy. So,
Okay.
All right.
yeah,
I like it.
go get it. Go get it in 2024. And then when you're tired, just take a nap.
I love that.
You don't want to partake, just leave the room.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great answer, Shandy.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that. Here, I was just thinking, it's like, oh, do you just, like I always buy a new notebook. So would you buy like a frog covered notebook? Like, that's
Yeah,
my brain
it's your theme. It's your theme.
Yeah.
I want Kate to tell me what frog, like the year of the frog, meant to her.
Yeah. How does it manifest? Yeah.
Was she like leaping into new things?
I think or like from lily pad to lily pad, project to
Yeah.
project.
I need to know more about this.
Was it a very green year with money or with envy?
Did you sit in swamps and play the banjo?
Love it.
I'm trying to think. What other than a cat? What's an animal that sleeps a lot? I just want to have a
sloth
here. All right.
Yeah.
Now,
Shandy, we are like in sync today.
Yes.
That's the second jinx.
Love it.
Oh man.
I could never really be a sloth, but I want to be.
Yeah, too slow. What about like an otter? They kind of sleep,
and
I like how they like hold hands while they, while they're sleeping, so they don't float away from each other. I
believe. I don't want to be a downer, but I believe they're also pretty rapey. Otters are kind of crazy, but they're very cute.
Yeah, that's funny. I was actually just listening. I don't know if it was This American Life. I think it was This American Life. I'm like very far behind, and they were like the story they were talking about like rabid animals, and they mentioned a rabid otter, and it never occurred to me that like
a rabid otter.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that like it didn't occur to me that like anything other than like a raccoon could get rabies.
Yeah.
Well, no, dogs could get rabies because I've seen Old Yeller.
Right.
Yes.
Right, but they get it from the raccoon.
Right.
Exactly. Because raccoons are rabies vectors like bats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is wild. But I remember reading a story about a fox at the bottom of the Grand Canyon that had rabies, and it was like you don't want to get bit. It's not great.
Does not sound great.
No. Not good. And it's like a very isolated place. But anyway, I think new people were rabified in that story, but I don't remember. But an otter, it's just because it's like out in the ocean.
I'm glad I wasn't sipping my tea. I would have spit it out all over the microphone. Oh, okay. Well, then, not the year of the otter. I think.
But they are very cute, and I love how they hold their young on their little chest.
How they eat? How they eat on their belly. You just like lie on their belly and eat snacks. I feel like
break those shells.
Nice. Yeah, they like break their shells on their belly and then
tools.
They eat. Yeah.
Okay, well,
that's a pretty sweet life. I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I declare 2024 the broadcast year of the cat.
Okay.
All right.
There's a theme we're going with, so remind me over the next few.
Okay. For the otters, maybe we just specify female otters.
Yeah.
The females of any species usually tend to be
not rapey,
superior. Yeah. I'm sure there are exceptions. Like
always. I mean, okay, not all otters, Shannon.
Hashtag not all otters.
Also, I now realize that you said rapey, not rabies. I heard rabies. That's how I got.
No, she said both.
Oh, you said both.
No,
okay,
I said rapey. I said rapey. That's what.
And I heard rabies, so that's
I didn't
why
know about the
tangent.
rabies.
Yeah,
but that's not also. Yeah,
that's how I got there because that's what I heard. But it's not what you actually said.
I thought the connection was just like, the aggression
right.
and
like you just went with it. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
There's a very like yes and moment.
Yeah, I don't think it's common for them to be like rabified again, but then again, I mean, what do I know?
Yeah, we're not zoologists here.
No, we are not. No. Although I did live, like in next to their natural habitat, at least the sea otters.
And, let's just be fair. Like those are the cute ones. Those are the ones that like eat on their belly.
Yeah. And that really do look like cats. I mean, that kind of brings it back around because they are kind of the cats of the sea. If seals and I was going to say mountain lions, but that is not what I meant.
Sea lions, I think was what you were going to say. Yeah.
Sea lions are like the dogs of the sea.
Yeah.
Otters are definitely the cats of the sea.
Well, you should talk
So
to Jay.
it all comes back to cat.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then the year of the cat is decided. It is written. It is spoken.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Kate, for that wonderful email. You really got us thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And don't feel too bad about falling on your face because I've certainly done that myself as well.
All the time. All the time I fall down.
Yeah. The end.
Yeah.
And it is now time for the end. Indeed.
Indeed.
Thanks everybody for listening. Thank you for playing. We will hopefully we need more movie suggestions. So leave it in the comments and the feedback before this next episode airs. Like next week we record, so we have plenty of time to watch Christmas and holiday movies in general. Always need those suggestions. I'm definitely gonna watch the Hannah Waddington thing though, because it was on my list anyway.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Well, again, thebroadcasters3@gmail.com, or give us a call 331-276-2373, or just drop it in Facebook. Thank you to the patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/JayandJack. That helps all the shows on the network right now. It's us, the Rumblecast After Dark, The Amazing Race with Jack and Cindy, and Survivor JJC. Shandy, I say this every week for the last 2 weeks, but we're going to do a bonus show for the patrons. Let's do it this week. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. There we go. We're going to do it. Ha-ha. Okay. Special thank you to the patrons that contribute at a certain level, and that would be Eckhart, Rigner, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, Ed, the Creepy Poopy Head Mailman. Thanks, guys, so much. All right. I think that's it. Does anybody else have anything? Am I forgetting any announcements?
No.
Okay, cool. Oh, update from last show. Both of my children had their blood tests for the Tangiers disease that I have, and neither of them showed markers.
Oh, great. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, they had healthy cholesterol levels and robust blood platelet counts. So
wonderful.
Oh, that's great. That's so good.
Now, they can get tested again when they're teenagers because sometimes it can have an onset around puberty.
That makes sense.
That tween years is what I've read, but none of the doctors really seemed to be too worried once they found out that there were no markers.
That's great.
Now, so excellent.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So yay. Thank you.
Yay.
Thankful for. All right. On that note, we'll see you all next week. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.